Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, February 29th. Coming up on today's show, we'll get into the surf report and the weather outlook. Then we'll jump into some local news and a few interesting happenings in business, tech, and science. But first, you'll be interested to know today is Leap Year Day. Leap years, including 2020, 2024, and subsequent multiples of 4, align with U.S. presidential elections, Summer Olympics, and an extra day in February. This adjustment is necessary because Earth's orbit around the Sun takes 365.24 days, not the 365 days accounted for in common years. Without leap years, seasons would gradually shift, causing summer to occur in December in the Northern Hemisphere. However, leap years don't occur strictly every 4 years due to a slight overcompensation. Years divisible by 100, but not by 400, skip the leap year to prevent this drift. And now, it's time for the surf report. Waves are easing off for Thursday, showing most size in the morning with knee to waist-high surf and chest-high at top spots. Expect light wind turning to onshore puffs by afternoon. A storm brings potential for chest-to-head high surf by the weekend, but onshore wind may spoil those conditions. Cleaner, smaller waves are expected early next week, with a new swell rolling in around March 6th. Thursday at Tourmaline and South San Diego, it's looking clean for dawn patrol. Then fair conditions after 8 a.m. at 2 feet with a 1.5-foot incoming tide at 7 a.m. with very little wind. Best time to ride is before noon. Wind picks up in the afternoon and the tide is going out. Air temps for the morning surf are around 55 degrees. The first low tide Thursday will be 1 foot just before at 6 a.m. with a 3-foot high tide at 11:30. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 60 degrees for the water temperature. Checking out the weather in the San Diego area. This morning it's cloudy and 55 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 5:45 p.m. and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:15 a.m. It looks like we're in for a cloudy morning, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 65 and wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 53. Looking ahead in the weather, we'll see a partly sunny Friday with highs near 64 degrees, transitioning into a night with a slight chance of rain. The weekend brings rain on Saturday, and then mostly sunny skies by Sunday, with temperatures hovering in the low 60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, Frontier Airlines is expanding its offerings with a new nonstop flight from San Diego to El Paso, Texas, starting May 16th, operating 3 times a week. This addition marks Frontier's 6th nonstop destination from San Diego, part of a broader expansion including 17 new routes. The service is initially seasonal, with potential for year-round flights based on demand. Despite competition from Southwest Airlines, which also serves this route, Frontier is enhancing its San Diego presence. The airline is boosting seat capacity by 40% in the first half of this year and offers promotional fares starting at $19 under certain conditions. Now on to sports. In a comprehensive NFL survey, the Miami Dolphins and Minnesota Vikings emerged as top NFL teams, praised by players across various categories. Conversely, the Kansas City Chiefs and Washington Commanders ranked at the bottom. With over 1,700 players participating, the survey evaluated teams on aspects from facilities to staff. Despite the Chiefs' success on the field, their facilities, nutrition, and training support were criticized. The survey aims not to shame, but to encourage improvements. Notably, the Jacksonville Jaguars made significant progress, climbing to 5th overall after addressing previous criticisms, including facility conditions. In SoCal last night, the Lakers and Clippers faced off again in the battle for Los Angeles. The Lakers came out a winner, 116-112. No hockey last night, but tonight the Kings are on the road, taking on the Canucks. And the Ducks are also on the road, taking on the Sharks. In top news, the recent shakeup at Disney, with Sean Bailey stepping down and David Greenbaum stepping up, reflects broader strategic shifts amid financial pressures and a creative stalemate. Bailey's departure, after a successful tenure with blockbuster live-action remakes, points to changing audience tastes and the challenges of refreshing Disney's cinematic offerings. Greenbaum's promotion suggests a move towards leveraging strong filmmaker relationships and possibly infusing Disney's slate with fresh, arthouse-driven perspectives. This transition comes as Disney navigates succession planning, with CEO Bob Iger's eventual departure looming, positioning Alan Bergman and other executives as potential successors. The reshuffle underlines Disney's quest to rejuvenate its film segment while balancing traditional strengths with new creative directions. In business news, Michael Saylor, the chairman of MicroStrategy, experienced a significant increase in wealth, gaining about $700 million due to a surge in both his company's stock and Bitcoin prices over the last 3 days. MicroStrategy, primarily valued for its substantial Bitcoin holdings, saw its shares rise by 40%. Saylor, the company's largest shareholder with a 12% stake and a personal Bitcoin ownership of 17,732 units, saw his combined holdings escalate to nearly $3 billion. This financial boost coincides with Bitcoin reaching its highest value since November 2021, emphasizing Saylor's confidence in the digital currency as a solid investment strategy. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is currently over $61,000 after a couple big pops. Ethereum is over $3,300, and Solana is $121. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Apple has decided to terminate its decade-long endeavor to create its own electric vehicle, known as Project Titan, redirecting its focus towards generative artificial intelligence. The move reflects a strategic pivot amid evolving industry challenges and competitive pressures, particularly from Tesla's advancements. While some Project Titan employees will transition to AI projects, many will not. This shift underscores Apple's recalibration of priorities towards areas like AI, believed to offer more immediate synergies with its core consumer electronics business. The cancellation marks a significant shift from Apple's initial ambitions in autonomous driving, highlighting the complexities of automotive manufacturing and the competitive landscape. And in entertainment news, Sony Pictures has made a groundbreaking move by signing a deal with the Beatles and Apple to create 4 interconnected films, each spotlighting a member of the iconic band. Directed by Sam Mendes, the ambitious plan is to release all 4 movies in 2027. This unprecedented project aims to bring the Beatles story to the big screen in a way that honors their legacy, exploring the individual journeys of the Fab Four. The films are expected to start production in mid-2025 in the United Kingdom. This strategy marks a bold approach in film distribution and storytelling, reflecting Sony's commitment to innovation and the enduring appeal of the Beatles' music and cultural impact. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, in honor of the man who invented leap year, here's a quote from Julius Caesar. "What we wish we readily believe, and what we ourselves think, we imagine others thinking so." And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends.